poppin'? It's your boy TJ. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is good. We are absolutely smashing these videos out one every 2 days on the main channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more Forex content. Today's video, we're going to be discussing how to pass phase 1 and phase 2 on the prop firms, on all of the prop firms, the best strategy to get funded. Ladies and boys and girls, it is your boy TJ. Without further ado, let's go, baby. Okay, so I know a lot of people talk about, passing the phase 1 and the phase 2, and people look at it like the phase 1 is harder than the phase 2, but the phase 2 is actually just as hard as phase 1. Now, where the whole concept of passing these challenges is quite smart, because you have to do 1 stage, 2 stage, and then to get your refunds, you have to get profit on your funded account, which can be very, very difficult. A lot of people fail within the first few days. Facts. So the statistics basically show that over 99.2% people fail the challenge. Therefore, if you are that small percentage of someone who has, if you are part of that small percentage of people that pass the challenge, you are doing something right. However, if you are passing out of luck, out of 1 out of 5 challenges, then what's the point in doing these challenges? Because at the end of the day, you won't be successful, as you have to take the funded account every single month and gain a profit. Now, you can't be losing your funded account after the first month, 2 months, 3 months, but we're skipping things here. Let's talk about phase 1. You've got to pass that first. You have to use 0.5% risks. Facts. You can't do 1%. You could lose 10 trades in a row, or when you're trading, stuff can go bad. Your emotions can play a big part of it. You could enter a trade again, take a loss, and then you're 2% down if you're doing 1%. The reason why you need to be in profit is because most prop firms allow you to take a refund after hitting profit on the challenge account. That means we are all good to go. And the biggest problem with these challenges that people find is that they'll fail within the first few days trying to get the min 10 days. Now, min 10 days is most of the prop firm rules. However, you don't need to get min 10 days. Get min 15 days. You don't have to pass. It doesn't say pass before min 10 days. Now, that's where a lot of people go wrong. Like, I'm only speaking from experience because I've done these challenges, I've failed these challenges, and I've passed the challenges and withdrew money from prop firms. You guys need to understand that if you want to be successful, it is going to take a while. Now, you have to use risk management, and it's all about risk to reward. Not only is it about trading, but it's also to do with the psychology factor of it. Now, knowing when to enter a trade, exit a trade, moving your SL, managing your SL, using risk management, maybe scaling another entry, holding your trade, knowing when to close profits. There's so many. I need more fingers. There's too many things that I could literally get 5 whiteboards and I don't need more, because there's too much. There's self-development. There's so many things that everyone has to learn and take into account. Now, watch all my videos on my channel. Hopefully you will learn some beneficial stuff, but you have to use 0.5% until you get in profit. Now, as I just said, no one is going to try and make you get there before the minimum 10 days. Now, you need to use big SLs ideally at the start. You need to use like a 40 pip SL, 40 pip take profit, 0.5%. Try and hit a 40 pips, and you just need to, every time you hit 1% or 2%, this is how I do it. Every time you hit 1% or 2%, you close for profits until a trade that you 100% know, you're 99.9% sure, you've got that gut feeling that it's gonna go the way that you want it to do, and those are the trades you hold. But when you're starting a challenge, you will realize if you keep closing every 1% or 0.5%, your profits just keep going up and up and up. And obviously you're going to take a few losses along the way. However, the wins outweigh the losses. The R outweighs the SLs, and it really works. There'll be a lot of people watching this and be like, Joe, do you know what? TJ's actually speaking facts. I've done this with a challenge before and it works. You just close every 1%, every 0.5%, and just stack up your profits. Because the reason why people lose is they're entering too many times into the market, using 1% risk, 2% risk, 3, 4, and then when you get to the end of the day, you're like, I'm minus 4.9.5% down. Something stupid, because everyone loves to go to the end of the max withdrawal, the max daily loss. No one ever goes to, yeah, I'll take 0.5%, we'll just leave it there. Everyone loves to go for the minus 4.9.9%. Now, that's obviously a worrying sign of how you're trading, because you're not trading efficiently, you're not trading for the longevity-ness of trading. You are just, honestly, you're gambling at this point. You're putting in a ball, you're spinning the wheel, and you're hoping it lands on red or black. Now, that is something you can't do in trading. Obviously, the whole part of trading is to make money from these markets who are just out to scam bad traders, and everyone's pushing to be the best trader they can ever be, but you don't even need to be a top tier trader to make profit. There's been members that make 30+ K in my groups. They don't even know how to trade and they still withdrew from the prop firms. Now, so phase 2, when people take phase 2, they seem to rush the whole experience, and that's what it is. It's an experience. You have to learn to be able to control your emotions when trading. Problem is, when people start trading this phase 2, they want to rush because they want to complete it ASAP, as they only say it's 5%. 5% is still quite a lot to pass. The reason why, how you got to try and look at this is, there's a few reasons. Is because when you get funded, if you make 5% a month on a 200K account, you're making 10K a month just off one of those prop firms. Now, that's a lot of profit. You'd be happy making 10K a month, every month, 120K a year, just on one 200K account. This is how you got to look at it. Now, if you was doing that every single month, you'd be a 6-figure trader within 10 months. You could probably be a 6-figure trader within 12 months if you was to start now, let's say. If you was to use that whole concept. So you got to look at it like 5% is still hard to get. Now, you should be risking 0.5% on the phase 2 until you've made at least 1 to 2% profit. Minimum, I would say 2% profit in order to use then 1% risk. You never want to go below 0.5% in profit. Make sure you do not do this. If you are, go 0.2% and just slowly try and get your profits up. You can't be going in minus 5% drawdown on the phase 2, because this will then have a massive effect on your psychology when trading, and you will end up failing the account, losing your money buying the challenge, let's say, because if you don't pass phase 2, you don't get a refund. I think you actually have to make profit on most prop firms to even get your refund. But if you can't get the phase 2 done, just because you completed phase 1, made 10%, you could have had an insane week or month. You might not get 5%. So now you need to strategize your plan in order to not fail the account by risking small amounts and gradually building your profits up. This is how you pass phase 2. Have tight SLs. Obviously, you don't overextend your SL, but have tight SLs. Even if you're using 20 pip SLs, manage your risk accordingly whilst trading too. You can do that. You can manage it. You can only have to take 0.25% loss, 5 pips, even if you're risking 1%. If you're trading profit, SL entry. Guys, if you are new to the channel, like, subscribe to the content. I hope all of this information helped when taking these prop firm challenges. And yeah, until next time, catch boys in a bit. Peace.